Okay, this video is over all of the exponent properties. Obviously anybody can watch this, but mostly this is for mods 2 and 3 because I'm not going to see you guys today. So again, if you need the video, great, here it is. If you don't and you can do it on your own, great, go ahead. It's not required that you watch this, but I'm just making it so that you have some assistance if needed, or maybe if you want to check your answers. So multiplication property of exponents, meaning that we're going to multiply any coefficients and then add up any exponents. So like, I'm not going to do all of these because some of these are so easy, simple, but I'll do a few of each kind. So number 1, we have y to the first power times y to the 5th power. So it's like 1y and 5y's. So together that makes 6. You're adding up your exponents. So this is y to the 6th. This is going to be n to the 9th. Coefficient, -7 times 1, so -7, and then 4 and 2 makes x to the 6th power. So basically follow the same rules as you go here, multiplying, this is 2, multiplication, so 1 and 2 is 3, 4 is 7, etc. Okay? So same thing with all of these. Number 12 might be a smidge challenging. So -3 times 2 is -6. Add up your exponents. So for j, 2 and 1 makes j cubed. And for k, 6 and 4 to the 10th power. All right. A fraction. I should probably do this. 5 times 1/5. It's like 5 divided by 5. That's 1. So for a, we have 2 and 1 is a cubed. B, 1 and 1 is squared. C, 4 and 3 is 7. So yeah, just keep following the same rules and you should be fine. Let's go down here to the power property. When you have a power property, you're going to be multiplying your exponents now. But if you have a coefficient, your coefficient needs to receive the exponent like a normal exponent. So like number 20, this would be -3 cubed, not -3 times 3, -3 cubed. Okay, so just be careful with that, multiply exponents. So this is like saying 2 groups of 5 y's. So it's 10, multiplying. Okay, number 17, this is n to the 8th, God, brain fart. For number 18, you have the power property and then product. So you'll have, again, 5 groups of 2, so this is x to the 10th. Times x cubed. So now you will add them and make 13. Okay, let's actually do number 20. -3 cubed, 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. This is a -3 and the exponent is odd, so your answer stays odd. Okay, a cubed, b to the 12th power. All right, 4 cubed, 4 times 4 is 6. 4 times 4 is 16, and then 16 times 4 is 64. So this is 64, x to the 6th, b cubed. I keep getting text messages. I am so sorry. All right, so this front page, again, I've done all that I'm going to do. If you can't figure it out, we have some issues, or you have some issues. On the back, we have some more mixture problems, so we can focus in on some things here. Number 22, you'll do 4 squared. This will be a, 2 times 2 is to the 4th power, and then add the 3 b's over here. Same thing here, same thing here. You can do this one, you could do this one. I'll do number 26. There's 2 examples of power property, and then there's a product in between them at the end. So we're going to do -4 cubed. Again, this is a negative and the exponent is odd. So -64 x cubed y cubed times, this is -2 cubed, so -8 x to the 6th power. So now I need -64 times -8, and that is 512. For the x's, 3 and 6 makes 9, y cubed. 27 is the same as 26. Let's do this fraction. This is 25a squared b. There's nothing happening there in the beginning, so we're just going to rewrite it. Times, I need to square 1/5. So you're going to square the top separately, the numerator, and the denominator separately. So that's times 1 over 5 squared, 25. A squared, b squared, f squared. Okay, 25 times 1 over 25 is 1, and then A, 2 and 2 makes 4, B, 1 and 2 makes cubed, and then F squared. Final answer. 29, you have one example here of the power property, and then you'll multiply everything at the end. So 2 squared is 4, x squared, y squared, times negative 3x squared, times 4y to the 4th power. So 4 times negative 3 is 12, and then negative 12 times 4 is negative 48. Okay? And then for the x's, 2 and 2 is 4. And for y, 2 and 4 is 6. All right. 31 is very similar to the one I just did, 29. There's 3 of them, and only one has an exponent on the outside. Same thing here. So you can do that one. Actually, I think you can probably handle the rest of them. I think the examples I've done are good enough. And then when you go down here, you're just back to simple old product property. There's no parentheses, no power property here at all. So you just need to add up all these exponents, okay? So that's it for the multiplication property. Let's get to the division properties, or rather quotient properties. With the quotient property, you're going to be subtracting your exponents this time. And watch out for any negative exponents, because that makes you flip or move whatever term that is or whatever variable to the bottom of your fraction, or if it starts at the bottom, move it to the top. So for the first one, 5 minus 2, this is 5 cubed, and then actually there's no variable here, so we need to simplify it as small as possible. So 5 cubed is 125. Okay, 6 minus 4, see, P, we have 5 minus 2 is cubed, and then N, 4 minus 1 is also cubed. This will be just A. X to the 5th, they cancel. And then for Y, 3 minus 2 is just 1Y. For this one, we have coefficients now, negative 2 over 14. All you can do with this is reduce it. Okay, and then for the y's, 7 minus 5 is y squared. And this y squared goes in the numerator because your highest exponent between the 7 and the 5 is 7, and it's in the numerator. So your answer stays in the numerator. All right. 7 I'll leave you to do on your own. 8 has the quotient and a power property now. So here's how I do these. PEMDAS, according to PEMDAS, you should simplify anything inside of parentheses first. That's the rule. Now, the nice thing about this is that I actually could apply the exponent on the outside first and then simplify everything that's inside the parentheses, and it would still work out the same way. I just think it's easier to simplify inside first and then cube it, okay? So this is gonna be 2, because there's no coefficient down here, there's nothing to reduce, so 2. For A, 2 minus 1, remember quotient property, you subtract, so it's just 1A left over, and then B, okay? And then this whole thing is still cubed. So 2 cubed is 8, A cubed, B cubed. That's your final answer. Number 9, 4/3, you cannot reduce. Let's see, P, 4 minus 2 is 2. For R, 4 minus 2 is 2. And then this whole thing is being cubed. So I need to do 4 cubed, 64. And 3 cubed is 27. And then that's P to the 6th, R to the 6th power. And I need to check and see if I can reduce 64 and 27. 27 can be divided by 3, but 64 can't, or 7, 64 can't. I think that's it. So no, I can't reduce this. Final answer. The rest of these are the same thing. I would reduce inside here. So 2R, no more W. So 2R to the 4th power. 2 to the 4th power is 16, R to the 4th. Okay, so I think you can handle the rest of these. Starting with 13 through 14, these are all just quotient. There's no parentheses, there's no more exponents on the outside, so no power property. 17, we have a negative, that's okay, negative 3w. And okay, so for this one, 5 minus 2 is 3, but now my higher exponent is in the bottom. So I'm going to leave x cubed in the bottom, in the denominator. 19, we're going to do the power property above first, and multiply in the bottom, and then we'll do the quotient. So 2 cubed is 8, y cubed, x to the 6th. I gotta hurry up because this bell's gonna ring soon. Divided by, down here we're adding exponents, so 4 and 3 makes 7, and y squared. Okay, so now I'll do my quotient property and reduce this. 8. For the y's, 3 minus 2 is just 1y. And for x, 7 minus 6 is 1x, but again, higher exponents in the bottom, so answer stays in the bottom, okay? Let's do this one. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. For the x's, 3 and 2 makes 5th power, y to the 4th power, divided by 2x cubed. 5 minus 3 is x squared, so negative x squared y to the 4th power divided by 2. And I am still needing to raise that to the 4th power. So final answer, negative 1, there's still a 1 here, to a 4th power, this exponent's even. So this negative is not negative anymore, it's positive. Okay, 4 times 2, this is x to the 8th power. Y, 4 times 4 is 16th power. And then below, 2 to the 4th power is 16. So here's your final answer for that problem. Try 21 on your own. What I can tell you about 21 is that this is gone. That 0 exponent is only on the x, not on the 2. That 2 is still there in the bottom, okay? Let's see what's going on in the back here. Oh, all right, negative exponents. So I'll take a few minutes to talk about these, and then I will be ending the video. So 22. Negative exponent, cross the line, change the sign. So this becomes 2 squared times 2 cubed. 2 and 3 makes 5, so 2 to the 5th power is 32. God, brain fart. All right, for m, cross the line, change the sign. So m times m to the 4th is m to the 5th. 24, cross the line, change the sign. So now they're in the bottom, so 1 over p cubed times p to the 8th. And 8 plus 3 is 11. Okay, let's get to some more difficult. 25, they're both negative, so basically they're just going to switch places. They both have to move, okay? 26, you can get rid of the whole top because of the 0 exponent, so that's just 1, and this guy's got to move up. So 1w, was that a 1? Was that exponent 1 across? Yeah, 1w divided by 4y squared. Okay, this one you're going to square, so a to the 4th, b to the 6th power, a negative 2, b negative 2, so both of these guys got to move up. So for a, if you already had 4 there and you're adding 2, that's a to the 6th. For b, if you already had 6 and you're bringing up 2 more, that's 8. This is the final answer. Hey, number 32, the whole thing is 1 because of the 0 exponent. I love when that happens. How about 30? 30 looks a little crazy. So 3 squared is 9. R squared t squared times u to the negative 4th. R negative 1 t squared u 7. Okay, first thing I'm noticing is that they're both squared, so they're going to cancel. This r needs to move up, cross the line, change the sign, and this u needs to move down, cross the line, change the sign. So what I have now, the 9's going to stay put in the numerator. R, you had 2 there already, and I'm bringing 1 up with it, so r cubed. And then in the bottom, I had 7 u's already, and I'm bringing 4 more down with it, so u to the 11th. 31, when you distribute this negative exponent inside of the parentheses here, what you're going to end up having is negative exponents in the numerator and all negative exponents in the denominator. So basically everything in the bottom moves up and everything in the top moves down. So basically flip this thing. So m squared t cubed over m cubed t to the 5th. And then you can do your quotient property and subtract. So I'm going to go up here and put my answer up here. So 3 minus 2 is 1, and it stays in the bottom. And then 5 minus 3 is 2, stays in the bottom. So if you have nothing in the top, put a 1. Final answer. That's pretty much it. I mean, you can do 33 for 34. This is gone. 4 minus 6 is k to the negative 2nd power, so turn it into a fraction and move this guy below. 1 over k squared. Negative 1 minus 6. This is, no, wait, that's a k and that's an L. Oh my god, brain fart. This and this both have negative exponents, so turn it into a fraction and move them both to the bottom. So m cubed, k, and then L to the 6th power, okay? Yeah, so I'm gonna let you handle the rest of this. Oh, look, a 0 exponent, I'm gonna cross it off. Yeah, so I think that's it. If you have any other questions, you can definitely message me. I'm not going to be in the building this morning because I don't want to sit for 3 hours in trip time, but you can message me because I will be awake and I will be on my computer, probably at home somewhere. So you can message me and I will answer. All right, so good luck. I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday. This packet is due on Thursday. Bye.